We're going to talk about one of my clients that got approved a $50,000 card at 0% interest, and one of my clients that did get denied, so that y'all can just have insight, and I'm hoping that it'll be helpful. So this will be a different type of video. Watch an entire video. If you are new, basically we're on a mission to help fund $1 billion to small business owners, and I like putting out videos like this just to give y'all insight so that y'all can, do what you need to do for yourselves. As you see right there, less DoorDash. Before we get into it, basically I was in a situation where I felt like I was spending hella money on DoorDash, and I had to, control myself. And one of the benefits of choosing the right woman, which would be a whole different video topic, is that my woman, my girlfriend, she cooks for me and everything, right? So I had to get that right. When it comes to just doing this business shit, when it comes to funding, when it comes to credit repair, whatever, you gotta feel good, you gotta operate good, you gotta make sure everything is good. So I just like to, I want to do different type of content and do these type of videos where I'm just going over current clients and maybe like a day in a life vlog type shit, just so y'all can have an insight. And I think it's helpful. Let me know if these type of videos are helpful. Just as context, it is May 3rd, so it's Saturday. We in the lab, we working, we doing what we doing. If y'all want like an insight in terms of like the day in the life type shit, I woke up today, God willing. I went to the gym. I got muscles here and there sometimes. And me and my girl, we went to, what did we eat today? We ate sushi, so we had a little lunch date and all that. And I just been here working, you know what I'm saying? So let me stop yapping. So one of my clients that got denied, actually, I don't know why she got denied, but she seemed to be like the most qualified. One thing I'll say, if you don't know, one of the biggest things that we do to maximize approvals is we work with bank relationship managers. And a bank relationship manager is basically a rep that works within the bank that will help you increase the likelihood of your denial. So I have her information pulled up here without getting into too much of the business. So she's in the construction niche. And just some information on her. The business is over 2 years old. She makes very good revenue and damn near $1 million in revenue. So it was confusing why she got denied, because we already got her about 100,000 and we're working on some other shit. But I say that to say I wanted to put out this transparent video just to let y'all know that even when things are good on the surface, credit is good and all that, it's going to be certain situations where you may get denied, somebody else doesn't get denied. So we're actually waiting on her adverse action letter so that we can see what's going on, because like I said, I work with the BRM, bank relationship manager, and he basically said, let's wait to see what the denial letter is, because some of the reasons why she may have gotten denied, just to help y'all that may be going through the process, she already does have Chase business credit card. It could be an exposure issue between the personal and the business. And then an additional thing in terms of why she may have gotten denied is it could be just maybe underwriting just had an issue with requesting more. I know that utilization and everything was good. So per like our SOPs, everything was good. I'm looking over here at the TV because it is, like I said, it's Cinco de Mayo weekend. So there's a Canelo fight as well. So I'm literally watching this live. It's a fight before the Canelo fight. So if you're a boxing fan, you know what it is. If you're a boxing fan, you know what happened yesterday. That BS with Ryan Garcia, the BS with Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia lost, but at least Devin Haney won, even though, his shit was going on. But yesterday was a disappointment. But let me focus. So the client that did get denied, right? It may be an exposure issue, because I put out a previous video talking about maybe one of the main reasons why people get denied is like verification of business, but that wasn't an issue here. So she got denied and she happens to be in that industry, but she got approved and we got her 100,000 already, And if you know how the business model goes with the business funding, we typically operate with a 10% success fee. So I say that to say it's lucrative, but it's one of those things where this is not about the client. It's one of those things where you got to make sure you're dealing with people that you do trust, because people could be shady. People could try to do all this, I don't want to pay bullshit, So just keep that in mind. So this is her that we got 100,000 already, but for whatever reason, she got denied, and we're gonna figure it out in terms of what's going on with Chase. And yeah, one of the reasons, like I said, why I wanted to do this type of video, it is a Saturday night. Most people are out partying, doing what they're doing. And I mean, that's fine if you just want a regular average life. But if you want to get to the next level, if you want to live like no one else, you got to live like no one else. When I say that, you got to stay in, work every day, do what you got to do, right? No days off. Ain't no just free days off and all that, right? I'm looking for my hold on. I was looking for my book. If you don't know, I wrote a book. It's called The Power of Yet. I don't have it here right now, but trust me, I wrote a book, The Power of Yet. And one of the things in The Power of Yet that I stress about is just because you can't do something right now doesn't mean you can't ever do it. You just can't do it yet, So that's one thing you gotta realize. So the client that actually got approved, let me look up what type of business he had, because I forgot what he had. So as y'all do this shit too, as you grow your credit or funding business, you want to make sure you're organized. One of the reasons why I really love my team is that they keep everything organized. So if you want to look at even, this approval that I was talking about, I was texted by someone on my team letting me know that the client had called reconsideration, because a lot of times when we're working through my BRM, they have to call reconsideration to verify themselves, and then they get the approval on the phone. So I was informed that the client had did that. The reason why I'm saying that is when it comes to business, you got to have your systems and everything in place, systems streamlined and all that, right? So just make sure you're organized, and I think that'll definitely help you as well. But I'm trying to pull up the information of the client that got approved. Okay, yeah, so his business was established in 2022, so over 2 years. Okay, what did he do again? Okay, so he do consulting for restaurant owners, and it's genuine consulting. I know a lot of people are thinking consulting, they just saying consulting, but he genuinely do consulting for restaurant owners. So he got approved of 50,000 on, I think it was on Thursday, right? Am I tripping? Oh, we just had an appointment booking. Shout out to systems. We just had an appointment booking on our calendar, maybe an hour ago or so. So was the first on Thursday? Yeah, okay, so May 1st, on the 1st. Because I posted on my story, I said the first of the month, $50,000 approval, obviously 10% being $5,000. And I just spoke about the importance of investing in yourself, because a lot of credit repair business owners that do stay stuck, they don't invest in themselves, right? So they don't have the systems, they don't have the way to get these leads, things like that. Shit I don't talk about publicly, So it's one of those things that you gotta, if you want to get to the next level, you gotta pay. I keep looking at this boxing fight, but let me focus, right? So yeah, this client that got approved deals with restaurant consulting. I say that to say there's gonna be certain restricted industries as well as industries that, aren't restricted. But in my opinion, this is the weird shit that happened. And this is why I wanted to do this video. In my opinion, the client that did get this $50,000 approval, there's no shade to the client. They were qualified too. But my client that got denied, I feel is more qualified. She makes more money, the credit is better and all that. So that lets you know that it's so nuanced when it comes to this business funding shit, Because like I said, it's the same process, I'll say, right? Because they're both going through my BRM in terms of getting a DocuSign and completing it, doing that. So it's just interesting how certain shit happens, And yeah, we were working with the BRM. It doesn't guarantee that everything is an approval, as you see in the situation that happened. So we went 1 for 2. I was checking with, this was on Friday, right? So which was yesterday. I was checking on the progress of 4 of the clients. Like I mentioned on the 1st, which was Thursday. My bad, let me backtrack. So Thursday was when we got the approval for this one that got the 50,000. And then yesterday I was trying to check on the progress of 3 of them. I think it was yesterday or the 1st as well, where we figured out that, she got denied. So 1 for 2, like I said, 2 more we're waiting on their approvals as well, God willing. So I say that to say as well, this whole game of business funding, it's like a numbers game. So just keep that in mind. So when we say something as big as our mission is to help fund $1 billion to small business owners, we got to understand it is a numbers game. So this comes in terms of obviously understanding the marketing, what comes with getting new clients, me recording transparent videos like this, just giving y'all updates about the progress. A lot of our clients, they watch me on YouTube, right? So obviously I know I do the thing where I'm sharing my screen, I'm giving y'all the game and all of that, but I want to switch it up and do like vlog or just update type content like this. And to be transparent, I know a lot of credit people do watch me. So just to let y'all know in advance, I'm not saying I'm the first one to do any vlog or just updates and stuff like that. If you see people on YouTube creating content like mine, just understand where the source came from. Just understand, right? I know people are doing things similar to me. I know people are, probably trying to talk the way I'm talking, but I say that to say, y'all know where the original is. And yeah, if you are a credit repair business owner that is watching this and you are, inspired by me and all that, that's cool. But it's important to obviously be yourself. So do what you can with that. But if you're a business owner, you're watching this, I say that to say, this is to, who won? I'm watching a fight. But this is to motivate y'all and, inspire y'all. And I hope that this video did that. If y'all want me to go through, if y'all like this type of shit, like this type of content, let me know. I'll do more of it. If y'all just oh, fuck all that, I don't want this type of content, let me know too. But with that being said, I think this is pretty much what I wanted to share. So as we head into the new week, Cinco de Mayo is on Monday. I don't know if the banks are open on that day, but I don't know when we're gonna upload this video too. But yeah, this is basically how I do my business, right? And this is just the funding side. When we talk about the credit repair side, it goes deeper into the actual credit, figuring out if people have cases when it comes to debt collection, credit repair, all that. So yeah, so pretty much if you want a day in the life type shit, what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of the night, I'm gonna be coming up with content ideas. I'm gonna watch this Canelo fight, then Canelo about to fight next. And yeah, I'm just gonna continue to figure out how we can best serve y'all. If you are a credit repair business owner and you're looking to get to the next level when it comes to just growing your business, scaling your business, we do have obviously programs for that. But my thing, I don't really like focusing too much on mentorship because it's most credit repair business owners are just cheap as fuck, to be transparent in my experience. So I just do it okay, I have my information. If you want to stay where you're at, that's cool. If you want to grow, you can grow too, right? So my main thing is, if you are a business owner that is seeking business funding, even if you're not seeking business funding is like insurance, right? Because you might not think you need it now, but you may need it later on. You never know. So it's important to secure that insurance so you don't gotta think about it oh, damn, I need this money to scale or something like that, right? And one thing too, I'm talking to everybody right now, right? So I'm going back to if you're a credit repair business owner, if you're someone that's trying to get into this business funding shit, number one, get you a mentor. But one thing I want y'all to realize, it doesn't have to be me, obviously, but one thing I want y'all to realize is that when you are working with these bank relationship managers, you want to make sure that they know what they're talking about, right? So one thing that I did when I was building my relationships with bank relationship managers, I would ask certain questions after I already know the answer to it. So I'll play it like I'm green. I'll ask them certain things about their products. If I feel like you don't know as much as me, or you're not, if I know something, let's say I know that y'all have a 0% interest card, but then you're telling me that you don't have a 0% interest card. Why am I going to be working with this person helping my clients, right? I don't trust that. So you got to make sure that you're vetting these people properly. That's the thing. A lot of people talk about bank relationship managers, but people don't really focus on making sure that you're vetting them properly, right? This goes back to what I said about mentorship and getting with people that did it before you. I got a whole program. I give them questions that I would recommend that you ask to vet these people properly, right? Obviously, there's more that goes into it, but the top 10 questions that I ask, I have a whole training on that within my mentorship program. But With that being said, if you are a business owner, you're seeking that business funding, if you want to be aligned with the mission to help fund $1 billion to small business owners, we would definitely love to serve you and make sure that you happen to be our next success story if you do qualify. So with that being said, I'm gonna get back to work, and I'm capping. I'm about to watch this Canelo fight. I'm not about to get back to work. I'm gonna watch this Canelo fight and then get back to work. And yeah, just call it a day. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful. Y'all let me know if y'all like this type of content. With that being said, y'all have a blessed one.